No, I was not on the stage. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I just want. Oh wait, hold up. It's 12:45. Good afternoon, everyone. My day starts pretty late, so well today did. I woke up so late today. Like I never ever sleep um past like maybe 8 o'clock, but today I didn't get up till like 10 because my dog woke me up extra early and I had to let her out. And then, anyway, I went back to sleep. Didn't even realize I opened the door, let her out, let her back in, went back to sleep. So, anyway, enough of that. I haven't been on here in quite a minute, but I'm just going to do this really quick, short video. I'm not, girl, yes, it was a late morning. I mean, sure. So, yeah, I'm not going to, stay too long, maybe 30 minutes at the longest. Maybe we'll see how long. This video that I have for you guys, that as you can see is up on my screen. His name is David Hookstead. Shout out to him. Hopefully he does not strike my page, because I would like to get this information out, because I've been watching this guy for a minute and he has credible information. He's not like a fear monger or whatever. I was kid. Yes, girl, tell me about it. So he's not really like the fear monger type, but he does give good information. Hold on, y'all. Let me come on, Nina. Of course, she's barking because I want to come in because she hear me talking. Hold on, y'all. Be right back. Okay. So I'm back. Yes, girl, kid free. And see, this is my last late night. Let's see, Wednesday. Yeah, because my grandson, he coming back tomorrow. He's coming for the weekend. So I'll be going back to bed like a child and waking up early as hell. Because he gonna wear me out. But that's my boo boo. And he coming back with his nana. So anyway, I'm gonna have him tomorrow. So this is my last late night up this today. And I love it, girl. I'm telling you, when there's no children, I stay up late or I'll go to sleep, take a nap, and then get up about 10 o'clock and be up all night. Girl, it'll be fun. But yeah, yes. So anyway, later on we'll discuss chastity and the whole Krishan family uh mess later. Because right now I want to focus on something that's very important to America. And I've been watching and following this whole situation, all these wars, Venezuela, Afghanistan, Pakistan, all these wars that are across the country. Yes, it's over there, but guess what? It's starting to affect us. Okay. Putin, and as everyone knows, Putin and Trump didn't come to this last couple of peace meetings, and it's a bunch of bullshit. What time is it? I mean, how many minutes I've been in? It's a bunch of crap anyway, because you know, you know, Putin does not agree to what you want. He's not, he never will. He likes war, he likes destruction, he likes taking lives. That's how I see it, because this war of Ukraine is so ridiculous. Russia thought they could just walk on in and take stuff, and it didn't come out to be like that. Ukraine tearing them up. So anyway, so now that Putin's pissed because he's getting bombed the hell out of him. They bombing the hell out of him for real. They're having gas shortages. They're having power shortages. Like their stuff is getting demolished. Okay, so now they're pissed off at America because Ukraine wants Tomahawk missiles, so they can just blow the hell up, blow Russia up, right, with them Tomahawks, because they don't have that. America has the best weapons. Trump is not a part. Yeah, he is. He is. He's a businessman, and so he do business deals, and some work, some don't. It is not peace in the Middle East. The very next day, Hamas went back to killing people and shit like that in Gaza. So it was what? 12-hour peace, maybe, when they fake said they was going to return all those hostages and they only returned a few, three. And then one, they returned somebody that had nothing to do with the hostages. They just said, here's a body. That counts. Nah, that doesn't count. So anyway, it's a lot of evil ass people in the world. So it's really sad. It's really sad. But now here we are. We're about to be dragged in. I mean, we're already dragged in. I mean, don't you remember the other day, Amazon and all these websites went down? That's just the beginning. They're testing us. They've been testing us for years now, testing to see how far they can go. Man, I was mad. I couldn't even play one of my little games that I play on my phone, Coin Master. That shit was down all day. I was like, what? So anyway, yeah, girl, it's about to be a civil war. We got the EBT going on, talking about people not gonna get their payments. I mean, I called the line and so far I'm still supposed to get mine. Somebody I read earlier in this other the Angry Prepper. Anyway, I was reading the comments in there and someone said that they're going to give all the veterans, elderly and disabled, WIC and things like that their priority, and we will still get our EBT. And so far, when I called the line, it's still saying my payment's coming in November or whatever. I mean, it's barely enough anyway. The money that they give me is enough for probably 2 weeks of food, 2.5 weeks of food. And then after that, if I get desperate, I'll go to the food bank. If not, I'm making sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, whatever I can scrape up, eating a bunch of rice, pantry type stuff. So, but that's fine. That helps me keep my weight down. I eat once a day. I lie to you not. Once, maybe twice a day, because I try to just reserve my food. I gotta, whatever. Yeah, the benefits ain't shit. So, but that's fine because I'm okay with it. I have a routine. I've been, my body has been trained to fast until maybe 1-2 o'clock every day. Like I'll drink coffee, 2 cups of coffee, and I'm good. And then around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, then I'll start eating. And then maybe around 8, I think I eat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I be veering off into different stuff, y'all, for real. Let me start playing some of this video so we can get into what I really came here for. And then if we finish this and I still have time, I want to get into another video. It won't be long. This one is only 11 minutes. And so, yeah. Girl, yes, my daughter, I told her when you bring him here, you're going to have to give me some money or some food because we be in here. He don't eat everything I eat. So he don't like everything I like. And the boy done turned into a vegetarian, so I can barely get him to eat meat. So that's my main issue. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, girl, I wish you were on. I need to be on here more often so me and you can just talk, girl. I want to pull you up on the panel and I want to talk just about whatever. If you want to come up today, anytime you want to come up, tell me to drop the link. Anytime, okay? Because you are, girl, you're one of my best supporters. Because that's what I'm gonna call you. Because you support. I don't know what happened to me 2 times. I'm gonna try to reach out to her again, but I miss her too. I don't know what's going on, but we'll talk about that on the back end. Hopefully everything's going all right with her. So tell her that I love her. I gotta get after my daughter for leaving me without. Girl, my daughter do it all the time. She do it all the time. But I told her at the end of the month, you can't leave me with nothing. In the beginning of the month, I got it. Because he's just 2. But at the end of the month, we struggling. I had to throw away a whole pack of bread, a whole loaf of bread, because I found a damn fruit fly in it. And I just bought that bread. So that's just gone. So I got to go try to buy some bread today. Anyway, again, I'm veering off. So let me get over here and push play. Girl, I love talking to you. You my sister, girl. I love talking to you. Okay. I would love to come over. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Because I'm just going to try to get through this. And I'm going the next time and I get online, I'm just going to send the link out so I can get my girls up here because I love y'all. Okay. So let me go over to this and just push play. And let's listen to this, y'all. It's very serious. Okay.
Welcome in, everyone. We have some major news out of Russia as its nuke forces are scrambling for massive, massive war drills, and a massive missile has been test fired, a missile with the range to hit the United States of America and wipe out and obliterate targets across the world. This comes as there are major, major, major tensions with the United States of America and Russia, and the proposed peace summit between President Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin has been called off. It will not happen. The Russians are now putting on a show of force in an attempt to remind the world of their nuclear capabilities. And we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you the video. I'm going to break down exactly what is happening. Before we do, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. How do you want to see Russia handled? How do you want to see this unfold? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that notifications bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a single thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. If you have any tips or stories you want me to look into, feel free to reach out. Some of you guys have been incredible sending me information. So thank you very, very much. Now let's get into it. We are, I don't want to say on the brink, but we are very close to the situation in Europe and the situation between the United States and Russia getting incredibly nasty and getting incredibly dirty as multiple different things have happened over the course of the past several weeks. Everyone wanted a peace plan. We thought maybe peace would be possible. We thought maybe a deal could be reached. That didn't happen. President Trump then floated, well, I want to try to meet with Putin again after meeting with Zelensky. Let's try to hammer this out. That then fell apart. Then 8 Russian spies were captured in NATO territory in Poland, planning a massive bombing plot that would have shocked the civilian population. It was meant to sabotage NATO countries. They have been captured. They are now in Polish custody and will certainly be interrogated. And if those Russian spies know what is good for them, they will hand over as much information as they can and reach some kind of deal to probably come be, live in the West under witness protection. Well, Russia is now attempting to flex its muscles. I'm going to put this on the screen for you all. So this comes from the Associated Press. It says Putin directs drills of Russian nuclear forces as his summit with Trump is put on hold. It says Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday directed drills of the country's strategic nuclear forces that featured similar missile launches, an exercise that came as his planned summit on Ukraine with President Donald Trump was put on hold. The Kremlin said that as part of the maneuvers involving all parts of Moscow's nuclear triad, a Yars intercontinental ballistic missile was test fired from the Plasetic launch facility in northwestern Russia, and a Seneva ICBM was launched by a submarine in the Barents Sea. The drills also involved Tu-95 strategic bombers firing long-range cruise missiles. The exercise tested the skills of the command structures, the Kremlin said in a statement. The chief of the military's general staff, General Valery Gerasimov, reported to Putin via a video link that the drills were intended to practice procedures for authorizing the use of nuclear weapons. Putin, sitting alone at a round white table, faced big screens showing Gerasimov and Defense Minister Andrei Bulazov. I mean, I got to say again, Russian names are kind of cool. I'm not endorsing them, but Russian names are kind of cool. All 3 men would be involved in launching nuclear weapons in the case of a conflict. So right now, the Russians are going through a massive war exercise, simulating a war where nukes were actually going to be fired, simulating a war where they were going to, they go to launch authority, they go to fire their nukes, they want to make sure their nukes work, but this is really being done to scare the West. This is being done in order to terrify the United States of America, intimidate the United States of America, and, try to put the screws to the U.S., and that includes the firing of this massive missile here, which I'm going to put on the screen for you all. Let's make sure it's working. This right here is the Yars missile with a range of 11,000 kilometers. It is a thermonuclear weapon. I'm going to show you some more details here shortly, but let's watch the missile. So you can see right here, the launcher is going up.
Can y'all imagine?
Launch being initiated, missile in the air.
Yeah.
This is one of the most powerful weapons on the face of the earth.
Air attack is real. Kind of working on me.
I mean, it's incredible.
Just the noise alone scares me.
Here it comes again. This is just about anywhere in the continental United States or anywhere in the world, depending on where it's launched, and obviously hit all of Europe. So we have some more details here. I'm going to share this. It says the RS-24 Yars, also known as the Topol MR, NATO reporting name SS-29 or SS-27 Mod 2, is a Russian MIRV that stands for Multiple Independent Reentry Vehicles, equipped thermonuclear armed intercontinental ballistic missile, first tested on May 29, 2007, after a secret military R&D project. It is essentially the same missile as the Topol M, except the payload bus has been modified to carry multiple independent targetable warheads. Each missile is thought to carry up to 4 warheads, although there's uncertainty about the maximum capacity. So when you look around here, it went into service in 2010, used by Russian strategic missile troops. Designer, Moscow Institute of Thermal Technology. It is almost 50,000 kilograms. It has an operational range of 6,800 miles or 11,000 kilometers. It hits Mach 25, and its accuracy was within 100 meters. So I think this is another launch video. That might actually be. That's actually the same one they just showed. I wonder if there's. So this would be a vehicle that would fire that missile that they have just tested. And then let me put this up on the screen for you. This is coming again with the backdrop of the Budapest summit between U.S. President Donald J. Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin has been indefinitely postponed after a planning call yesterday between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The call, which was meant to gauge a potential softening in the Russian position regarding ending their invasion of Ukraine, reportedly did not go well, with officials stating that Rubio saw no change in Russia's maximalist position regarding negotiations that is expected to recommend that next week's meeting between himself and Lavrov not move forward. So the meeting with Putin and President Trump is off. The meeting between Rubio and Lavrov is off. None of that is happening. And while I don't know why it didn't just put me in the full screen, a little weird. While that is all happening, we have diplomacy is failing. Russian saboteurs and spies have been captured in NATO territory. We have the Russians going through massive nuke war exercises, firing missiles, firing cruise missiles. They are ramping up the rhetoric. They're ramping up their war games. And I hate to say it because I take no joy in saying it. It seems like we are headed in a very, very bad direction. Historically, Russia does this either right before they're going to launch an invasion. Let's go back to the invasion of Ukraine. What was the invasion of Ukraine disguised as? A massive war exercise. It was disguised as a military drill. And then when the time came, the military drill that they were doing ended and they crossed the border into Ukraine. We have seen the Russians do this over and over again throughout time when they want to launch military exercises, whether it be in Georgia. They did similar, not really war exercise, but similar stunts and antics before they invaded Afghanistan. This is right out of the Russian playbook. This is who they are. But here's what I would say. We got nukes too. And I don't ever want to see a nuke fired. I don't ever want to see a nuke get fired at all. But if Russia believes that they can fire a bunch of nukes and give us terrify us, if you will, intimidate us, we got nukes too. We got nukes on submarines. We got nukes on planes. We got nukes in missile silos. And our missiles can go anywhere we want in the world. And our missiles are more accurate and more powerful than what Russia has. Most of Russia's nuke arsenal is tactical nukes. That's what they rely on. Now, they have the big boy ICBMs too. Make no mistake about it. But ours, we don't really need tactical nukes. we would never really use them. There'd be no use for them for the United States. We have oceans on both sides of the country, right? We're not going to get invaded. It'd be very hard to invade us, I should say. No country has the logistical pipelines to do it. We want our nukes to be able to punch out deep and hit people. So if Russia thinks they're going to intimidate the United States of America, they've got another thing coming. Yes, diplomacy has failed. The peace deal is off. We should give the cruise missiles to Ukraine at this point because we got to do something. What we're doing now is not working. Let's just be honest. It is not working. It's not stopping the Russians. The killing and dying continues. So I was kind of on the fence about the cruise missiles. Now I say we send them the cruise missiles.
Okay, look. I'm going to stop it there because y'all got the logistics of really what's going on. Because I wanted to show you guys another video, but this one is more lighthearted and it's kind of funny to me. And it's only 2 minutes. So let me share this one with you, girl. When I saw this, even
a friend told
the title, I was like, what? It came up on my feed, child. Let me get over here. Hold on. Let me go back to. Oh, yeah. Okay, y'all. Is it on here? Yeah, it's on here. So let me push play. You see the title, What to Do If You're Too High on Weed. Let's find out. Let's see what message she has for us.
Hey there, champ. A friend told me you got a little too high. I'm sorry, pal. This sucks. You may feel like you've gone permanently insane or like you're dead. Here's the good news. You're alive and your sanity is probably intact. You're just really, really high.
That shit funny. What to do?
The first thing you should know is you're safe. No one ever overdosed on cannabis, and you won't be the first. It's going to be okay. You might be feeling way too high for a few hours, but let's not focus on that now. Time has probably lost all meaning for you anyway. So here we are, and everything's going to be all right. You're real. You know what helps? A fresh breeze. Why not open a window? You can even go for a little walk. No one's looking at you, I promise. Are you hydrated? Weed can give you a serious case of cottonmouth, so drink up. You're not going to die from overhydration. Water is good for you. You're doing great. Got one of these beauties lying around? Lemon pulp, zest, and peels are full of terpenes, which can help regulate THC levels. A glass of fresh lemonade may be just what you need. Hey, let's visit your spice cabinet. Got any fresh peppercorns? There are chemicals in peppercorns that can help bring you down from a high. Grind some of these little guys. Give them a sniff. Don't worry if you sneeze a couple of times. Your brains are still in your head. You're good. Hey, sweetie, you know what helps? A nice sitcom. Nothing too fast-paced or complicated. May I suggest going through the back catalog of Friends? Laughing is fun. Are you freaking out all by yourself? Oh, that won't do. It's time to call a trusted friend. Talking things through can do wonders and remind you that you're a person and not just a cloud of terrifying thoughts. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you want. Nothing bad will happen as a result, little buddy. You're going to be okay. Isn't that right?
Yo, I was dying when I seen that. I said, what? Excuse me. I was dying. Let me take this off. Hold up. But anyway, you guys, I need to change some of the title because I put that little video. I got to put that in my title so everybody will click on it and at least watch my video to get to the weed info. But anyway. Oh, this was fun. I really don't want to go, but got a doctor's appointment soon. And get myself together. But you don't want to come back. I'll talk about some other things. Excuse me. Maybe we can just go through IG and all that. So I'm gonna try to, when I get back from my appointment, I'm gonna try to keep this same energy to come back and talk to you guys. Don't go show me that. Don't go show me that other video, girl. Huh. I think no, that's the one I wanted to show you. The other one with the weed thing. But there are other videos that I have on my list that we'll go through. But girl, I would love to stay, but I gotta go get my hair together. I already took my shower. Gotta get my hair together. Go smoke a little bit of tree, and then hopefully, isn't that funny? I'm going to an appointment, but I'm gonna smoke. Girl, I'm going to the dentist. They about to I need a little something. Yes, turn on your notifications. But hopefully the dentist don't hurt me so bad that I can't talk. But we'll see. So yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, do I have anything really, really quick? Let's look. Let me see what I have. But yeah, I miss being on YouTube. Now that it's just like, trying to get to this chair is that's a struggle. But once I get here and get in front of the computer, I'm kind of good. Let me see, what's the other one? What's Welfare Checklist, The House of Horrors? I like my crime videos, so oh my goodness, I don't even have time to go through that one. Do I? Let's see. Where's the one? Cops found decapitated girl. Is this the one? Let's see. What is this? It was is this the one? I don't know. It was this one, man. Their house was so junky. I said, what? How do people live like this, yo? Like, how do you live like this? Where is it? Is it The House of Horrors? Let's see. Let's see. Welfare check into the straight House of Horrors. I'm trying to think, is this the one? No. Oh my Lord, girl, look at this one right here though. Let me see. We're not definitely watching this whole thing. It's too long. But I was like, this thing came up on my feed, and I'm like, huh? But I'm pretty sure I know why, because we've been talking a lot about the Malone family and things like that, and just different things. So you see the title of this? God speaks to his chosen ones through addiction. It's a long video, so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but let's just listen to a little bit of this.
You that your addiction is not a curse, but a language, a secret way in which God speaks to his chosen ones. Carl Jung made a discovery so shocking that religion could never accept it. Addiction is not simply human weakness. It is the whisper of a higher force, trying to awaken something buried deep within the soul. You see, while most people see addiction as punishment, Jung understood it as a spiritual dialogue. The endless craving, the obsession, the guilt, the cycle of falling and rising again, none of it is random. It is how God communicates with those he intends to transform. Every addiction carries a message, a hidden code meant only for those strong enough to face it. Alcohol, lust, control, ambition, pain, they are not accidents. They are symbols of hunger, pointing to what your soul has forgotten. And only those marked by divine purpose experience this inner fire so intensely. Do you ever feel trapped by your own desires, yet unable to let them go? That paradox is the proof, because Jung found that the more you fight what you crave, the further you move from what it's trying to teach you. Addiction is not here to destroy you. It's here to reveal you. God speaks through the storm of your compulsions, through the urges you don't understand. He speaks in the silence after every fall, when you can't recognize yourself anymore, because that's the moment he begins to reshape you. So before you condemn your addiction, listen. It may be the most personal conversation you've ever had with God, one that can only be heard by souls chosen to awaken. There is a hunger inside you that nothing seems to satisfy. You try to fill it with substances, with people, with achievements, with distractions. But no matter how much you consume, the emptiness returns, stronger, deeper, more demanding than before. Jung called this the spiritual thirst. He believed that every addiction begins as a search for something sacred, something lost. When you reach for that drink, that substance, that forbidden pleasure, you are not simply being weak. You are responding to a call you do not yet understand. Your soul is screaming for meaning, and addiction is the only language it knows how to speak. This thirst is ancient. It has been with humanity since the beginning, but not everyone feels it with the same intensity. Only certain souls carry this burden, this relentless craving that refuses to be ignored. These are the ones Jung identified as chosen, marked by a divine restlessness that will not let them settle for ordinary life. You see, most people can drink without becoming addicted.
Okay, we're going to go 10 minutes with this. And then if you guys want to go see this, the whole thing, it's on, it looks like, just type in God Speaks Through His Chosen Ones Through Addiction. I think it's Carl Jung, I'm thinking. But I'm going to go 10 minutes into this and then I'll wrap it up.
Most people can experience pleasure without losing themselves to it. But you cannot. And that is not your weakness. That is your sign. The thirst that cannot be quenched is proof that something greater is trying to reach you, trying to pull you toward a transformation you keep resisting. Jung discovered that alcoholics in particular carried a unique spiritual wound. He saw that their addiction was not about the alcohol itself. It was about the desperate attempt to touch something transcendent, something beyond the mundane reality that felt too small for their souls. They drank to feel connected, to feel alive, to feel anything other than the suffocating emptiness of a world without magic. But here is the twist. The addiction itself becomes the barrier. The very thing you use to satisfy your thirst becomes the thing that keeps you thirsty. You drink to feel whole, but the drinking fractures you further. You chase the high to escape the pain, but the high deepens the pain. It is a paradox, a cruel cycle that seems designed to break you. Yet Jung insisted this was intentional. This cycle is not random chaos. It is a divine mechanism, a spiritual test designed specifically for those strong enough to endure it. God does not speak to everyone through addiction because not everyone needs this particular lesson. But for those who do, the message is always the same. What you seek outside yourself can only be found within. The thirst you feel is real, but you have been looking in the wrong direction. You have been trying to satisfy a spiritual need with material solutions. You have been trying to fill a God-shaped hole with things that can never fit. And every time you try, the hole grows larger, the thirst grows stronger, and you feel more lost than before. This is where most people give up. They see the endless cycle and conclude they are broken, cursed, unworthy. But Jung saw something different. He saw that the intensity of your craving is proportional to the depth of your calling. The more you suffer, the greater your potential for awakening. The thirst that cannot be quenched is not your punishment. It is your preparation. God speaks to his chosen ones through this impossible hunger, because only through it can they learn the most important truth. Nothing in this world will ever be enough. Not success, not love, not power, not pleasure, nothing. And once you truly understand this, once you stop fighting it and start listening to it, the thirst begins to transform. It stops being about filling yourself and starts being about emptying yourself. It stops being about escape and starts being about encounter. The craving that once drove you to destruction becomes the doorway to something you never imagined possible, a direct connection to the divine source that has been calling you all along. But you cannot reach this point while you are still fighting. You cannot hear the message while you are still drowning in guilt and shame. You must first accept that your addiction is not your enemy. It is your teacher, your guide, the thorn in your flesh that will not let you rest until you finally turn inward and face what you have been running from. The thirst will never be quenched by anything outside you. That is the brutal truth Jung understood. But here is the hope. It was never meant to be. The thirst is the call. The craving is the invitation. And your addiction is the only thing powerful enough to force you to finally answer. You have tried to quit 1,000 times. You have promised yourself, promised others, maybe even promised God that this time would be different. And yet you fell again, and again, and again. Each relapse feels like proof of your failure, evidence that you are too weak, too broken, too far gone to ever be saved. But what if falling is not the opposite of rising? What if every collapse is actually a step forward in a journey you do not yet understand? Jung believed that the repeated cycle of addiction and relapse was not a sign of failure, but a necessary descent into the parts of yourself you have spent your whole life avoiding. He called it the encounter with the shadow. This is the dark side of your personality, the aspects of yourself you reject, deny, and bury deep beneath the surface. Your anger, your shame, your fear, your hidden desires, everything you pretend does not exist. But addiction has a way of dragging all of it into the light. Every time you fall, you are forced to confront something true about yourself, something you would never face if life were comfortable. The addict cannot hide behind social masks or polite pretenses. The addiction strips away all the layers, all the defenses, until you are standing naked before yourself and before God. And that is precisely the point. Most people go through life never truly knowing themselves. They build identities based on what others expect, what society approves, what feels safe. But the chosen ones, the ones marked by addiction, do not have that luxury. They are forced into the depths whether they want to go or not, and every fall takes them deeper. Jung understood that this descent is sacred. In ancient myths and spiritual traditions, the hero always has to descend into the underworld before they can ascend to the heavens. They have to face the monsters, the demons, the parts of themselves they fear most. Only then can they claim their true power. Only then can they be reborn. Your addiction is your underworld. Every relapse is another layer peeled away, another illusion shattered, another false self destroyed. It feels like death because in a way it is. But death is not the end. It is the beginning of transformation, and God speaks most clearly in the places where you feel most lost. You see, the falling is not random. It follows a pattern, a rhythm that Jung recognized as deeply spiritual. You rise with hope, you fall with despair, you rise again with determination, you fall again with guilt. Over and over, and each cycle teaches you something essential. You cannot save yourself through willpower alone. You cannot overcome this through discipline or control.
Okay. Sorry to cut it off right there, guys, but it's 1:24. I gotta be where I gotta be at 2:30, so that means I got to get out of here in about 15 minutes. So yeah, I really appreciate you coming by, Jersey sis, girl. I love to see you guys. You guys are awesome. I really do. So I didn't even expect to be on here this long. I said I was just gonna be on here like 20 minutes, but when I get to going, I get to going. So, and then you guys keep me going because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. When I come back, I'm gonna try to. Okay, that was good. Yeah, thank you. So I'm gonna try to come back when I get back from my appointment. So I don't even know how long I'm gonna be there. So I'm gonna try to get back on here maybe 5 o'clock. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'll just send out links and stuff once I get on here, see what you guys are doing, and maybe we can have ourselves a little panel going. You know, if I got the panel going and we get to talking, you know, we could get to going. So that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Oh, excuse me. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Next video, panel alert, panel alert. I'm dropping the link. Okay, my friends, you have a beautiful, blessed day. Please hit the like button for me. Anybody, everybody who comes across this video, please just hit the like button. It's like really simple to do, you guys. It's so easy. I hit like buttons even before I watch the video. I just click on and hit the like just because, you know, and I hype people's videos. And I actually made a difference this week of hyping certain people's videos like Banga, Lola Lee T, and I think I did Seti Nash. And so, yeah, I like hyping up my peeps. But anyway, again, for real, I'm gone. Love y'all. Bye.